This is Higher Maths, it's practice paper F. We're looking at 24 in the non-calculator paper. Write cosine squared x in terms of cosine 2x. Okay, if you know the answer to that, just write it down straight away. If you don't know the answer to it, what you can do is go to the formula list, okay? So if I look in the formula list where I've got both cosine squared x, or a, and cosine 2a, or 2x, would be this equation that would be here. So I'm going to start with that and I'm going to work things out from there. But if you know the answer, just write it down straight away. Okay, so the equation that I was looking at there in the formula list was cosine 2x is going to be equal to 2 cosine squared x minus 1. So that's what I'm starting with, and I want to change this formula around to have it saying cosine squared x is equal to. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring the 1 over to the other side. So I've got cosine 2x, I'm going to add 1 onto that, and then I'll divide by that 2. So that leaves me here with cosine squared x on its own. So if I just rewrite that round the other way, cosine squared x is going to be equal to, what I'll do is I'll change that to being a half and a half there. So that's going to give me half cosine 2x plus a half. And that's going to be the answer to part A. Right, let's go for part B. And what we've got to do is we've to integrate 4 cosine squared x. And 3 marks for this one. We've done some work up above, and I'm sure that will help us out when we're trying to work through this one here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in for cosine squared x, I'm going to substitute this part in here that we've already worked out. So I've got 4 times, and we're going for a half cosine 2x plus a half. And that's with respect to x. From there, what I'll do is I'll just multiply that out without integrating so far, and what we'll get here is we should have 2 cosine 2x, and that should give me plus 2 there. Right, I'm now in a form where I can start to integrate, and again what I can do is I know it's cosine 2x, I can look at the formula list again for standard integrals, and here it would be here, and we're going to be dividing by a, and remember plus c in there if we don't have any limits. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to change to sine 2x, and I'm going to be dividing by 2, okay, and that's going to give me plus 2x, and then remember, don't forget that plus c that comes in there. What I'll do is I'll just tidy this part up at the front, and that should be us complete. So 2 divided by 2 will just give me 1, so that will be sine 2x plus 2x plus c, and that would be the question complete. Now let's see the marks for this question here. Well, we can only get 1 mark for this line here. We'll get 1 mark for substituting in, and we'll get let's go for multiplying out. So we'll take a mark for this line here. I'm going to go for 1 mark for integrating correctly, and I'll take 1 mark for getting the plus c at the end there. So in total for question 24, 4 marks.